Hello everyone, I'm Captain Shar. I'm mostly a retro gamer, sometimes do reaction content. Now, we're back into the shoe and ahead, and yes, I've seen the drama as it unfolded live on Twitter. Quote unquote, men goon to you, responding to Hasan's meltdown about me. Yeah, well, just putting that title, it sounds like he's a little jealous, but hey, whatever. Anyways, let's listen to what she has to say. Link to the original down below.
The other day, I made a video about the Pragmata video game drama and covered some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men, and how people were calling those men creepy incels for having the basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that video was covering far-left Twitch streamer Hasan Piker's awful opinion about it. I will play that segment in its entirety so you have some context.
No.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
I don't even want to say anything because this guy pisses me off.
You care about things you actually enjoy, right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life,
bullshit,
right?
Dude.
This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this
Alright, to get quote-unquote political, gotta stop caring about what goes on overseas. Gotta focus what's going on in our own countries first. I am sorry, I get it. The things that happen in the world are terrible, yes, but can we get our own countries on their feet first, please? That's all I'm saying.
nihilistic horseshit. You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Also, 35? No kids? Sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to.
Well, usually the people with wealth, I'm just saying this in general, not just because of him, but it's just a generalization I've noticed. Typically the people who have a lot of wealth don't seem to understand a lot of the other things going on in the world. Because it's just like, well, I got money, I got no problems with it, kind of thing. It's just like, yeah, it's like the same thing with like people who have kids who look in with people who have kids looking at the people with kids kind of thing. They can't really say much on it, but they can observe kind of thing. Like, do I want kids? Not really. Have I considered it once upon a time in my life? Yeah, for sure. But the economy has gone to hell, and this world is kind of just getting worse and worse with AI and other crap going on. So it's kind of like, do I really want to bring another generation into this mess without being able to train them against the horrors of this world that we live in now?
Such like a simple, wholesome concept.
That was 3 minutes of a 30-minute long video. I didn't think much of it, I just uploaded it and moved on. The next day I woke up and my YouTube homepage was flooded with videos like Shoe on Head just ended Hasan, Shoe on Head destroys Hasan, Shoe on Head finishes on Hasan.
What?
Wait, what? I had no idea what was going on, and to my surprise, he actually responded back, which then prompted a bunch of new videos. Hasan just had his biggest meltdown. Hasan's biggest meltdown yet.
AI slow.
Shoe on Head has completely mind-broken Hasan. His response to me couldn't be...
I don't know. some of these people that I've seen for these replies, I don't follow, I don't watch, and I have my own opinions. But hey, that's just me. It is what it is, you know. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but like, damn, some of them, myself included, I can't say everything because like I don't know everything. I'm just a cat on the internet.
That bad, right? Right?
What an unbearable fucking way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe-on Head. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at me. 4chan guys
Dude, you're reading off a fucking script.
who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Why would you openly admit that you listen to Shoe-on Head? What the f is wrong with you?
In this video, I'm going to show my raw reaction to his response, and throughout that will be sprinkled in like normal commentary. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was really debating whether or not to do a response to his
Ironically, the only time I ever heard of this guy was when he shocked his dog. Allegedly. Because, like, that was a huge thing that the internet just blew up over, and it's just kind of like, even if you don't know who this god clown is, it just went everywhere. So it's kind of like, whatever. And I'll be real, I don't really follow anyone who does the politic bullshit. It's kind of like, yeah, this is boring ass shit. Unless you're actually going to contribute and do something, like I said before, every other time, unless you're going to be a good leader and actually do good things for the people of the country you are living in, I don't care.
response, but like, everyone else is covering this crash out, so why wouldn't I, the subject of said crash out, cover it myself? Like, there's currently a resolution in Congress to like disavow Hasan Piker, the same thing that they did to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here? Does our government really have nothing better to do? Like, there is so much going
Shu, as the Canadian looking in from the outside, I don't know what's going on with the government over there. They seem like the old man in charge has kind of lost his marbles entirely at this point.
going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens like every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But the reality is,
most of the time when all this shit's going down in real time, I'm just thinking in my head, okay, this guy's lost his fucking mind. Why isn't nobody telling Grandpa Orange there to get off the stage and, you know, go back to bed? Because, like, I don't know. I'm tired of all the insane shit being flung over on the internet and what? Not even the internet, the world in general. It's just kind of like, it is tiring.
when a story first breaks, you're probably not seeing the full picture. And that's why for 5 years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we dive into today's reaction and video, shall we?
Oh boy.
When you browse the news, you will probably arrive at completely different conclusions, depending on what outlet you see first. For example, if you saw this headline first, you might think things are going according to plan.
Yeah, every other day I hear different stuff about this, so I just have come to the point where I just assume all news is crap until enough time has passed, and it's like, oh, there's something true out of that kind of thing. No, because lately with, like I said, with AI and people not proofreading stuff before they publish news things, a lot of times fake news literally does get published as real news, and it does the damage fast because people who rely on those outlets get that news, read it, take it verbatim, or yeah, I think that's the word it is. And then it just gets circulated even more. So, I don't know anymore. The news... What news can you trust, especially when the government operates news? Let's put it that way.
And the war may be over soon, and this is just a smart pressure tactic to get the deal done. However, if you saw this headline first, you might think,
well, my opinion is on this whole Donald dump there. It's just a repeat almost of what happened with Russia and Ukraine. And it's just kind of like, whatever. I know America's supposed to have the bestest military in the world, but like, I'm just a tired cat. I'm just the average person who wants to be able to afford gas, food, and rent, and live my life and not have to slave every day. But It is what it is.
That things are going to escalate. And if you saw this headline first, you might think Trump is going crazy and probably is
Isn't
not
he?
emotionally stable enough to even be the president. 3 headlines, 3 completely different conclusions.
I don't know. Trump does seem, well, I'm not going to say Trump does seem to be losing his mind. He's almost the same age as Biden was when they said Biden was too old to lead. So it's kind of like, okay, Trump, you're only like a year younger. Time to go, old man. Take your bananas and go play bingo.
And that's why today's sponsor, Ground News, is so important. Ground News is a website and an app designed to make reading the news easier and more data-driven. Every day,
The only problem I have with all these things, like, yes, they seem to be good, like these things, but at the same time, it's another subscription service, which I do not care for, the subscription method system of today. Everything's a subscription. Every channel you want to watch is a different subscription now because of streaming services. I would rather go back to cable TV because that's terrible.
they pull in thousands of stories from all around the world, and each story comes with visual breakdowns of political leanings and ownership bias. Let's go back to that story to see it in action. Right away, you can see that 117 outlets covered this story. That's a lot. You can also see the bias distribution chart for the story. The coverage was pretty even all across the political spectrum, and under that, you can check the overall factuality and ownership. You can even see who broke the news first, which is pretty cool. But one of my favorite features of Ground News has to be the blind spot feature. It is so fun. It basically shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum, but ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how the US government wants Google to share data on an unidentified Canadian Trump critic. Bizarre and dystopian. 32 outlets covered this story.
It's kind of dark how close we're getting to some of these fantasy storylines that were from like the 80s and whatnot and 90s and all that, and now it's just like I've been playing through GTA 5 story, and it's just been like, wow, Rockstar predicted like the next 10, 20 years of the future, like almost dead on. That's terrifying. Not even to say to that one. Like, this is kind of like I'm like I said, I am tired of the bullshit.
22 were left wing, and only 2 were right wing. That's insane.
I gotta stop
am definitely
pausing.
going to read up on this. I've been using Ground News for years now. It is one of the first apps I check in the morning. It really helps me digest all the news better and helps cut through all the noise. But don't just take my word on it. The Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I'm currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan,
I don't even know what the hell the Nobel Peace Center is. I've heard of the Nobel Peace Prize, but not the center.
which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen or use the link in the video description down there. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
I didn't.
I can always count on you. Right? And now, without further ado, let's get back to this video. So I thought it would be fun if someone joined me responding to this, because it is so ridiculous. I needed somebody to like bounce off with, because I felt like I needed some like emotional moral support, because I feel like I'm going insane watching this. So I am joined here today with the lovely Smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I can't, so just pretend I am doing it right now.
No, nice bounce.
Well, I mean, it'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were on the last G00n head video. I will literally myself if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why?
Go.
What do you want me to do? Myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that G00n head and her dumb audience operate. Well,
she doesn't drop F-bombs every other time. That makes her already more intelligent than you, my boy. Is this how he gets his views? Just by cursing all the time?
In so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad?
Still has yet to bring up anything.
Nothing. 0 points.
Like,
0 points addressed.
How many seconds in?
It basically made this.
Also, I think this is the first time Smugglin has been on this channel. Unofficially, that is. But hey, I do watch her at work, usually. She's one of the YouTubers I do watch at work, so... I know. Shara, shouldn't you be doing your work? Yeah, I do my work, but I also watch YouTube at the same time. It works hand in hand.
Same joke in my video about like giving myself brain damage so I could understand.
Trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage.
Imagine being that chatter, like, hey Hasan, did you check out this video? Do you want me?
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl, and I change my politics
What?
all the f***ing time.
Has she?
Ooh.
No?
Time out. Emo?
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No, hold on. For me, it's the wild way that he frames having nuanced opinions, like depending on the subject. Like, God forbid you disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter of correct opinions of the internet.
I do not have that many videos. I have like 100 videos in the span of like a decade. You could go randomize and click on any of those videos, and you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I've reacted to one of her older, like really old videos. That's only because the cartoon in question was one I grew up with personally. But hey, it's like, yeah, that's fine. I know she doesn't pump out videos like other people. Like, she doesn't have to
Tell if it was made today or 10 years ago, which honestly I shouldn't be bragging about, but
in a good way though. It also makes you kind of a time lord. You don't really age that fast, so like, I'm just saying, like. Yeah, she looks a little younger than the other one, so the camera quality's shittier, but what do you expect in the technology? But for the most part, she hasn't changed, so, like, thumbs up. Keep it up.
My point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing people changing their minds, changing their political opinions over time as, like, a bad thing is bizarre, especially as a guy whose goal is, I assume...
It almost seems like he's all shock and awe. And by that, I mean he's loud, he does things like, and tries to rile up his chat a bit, and then it feeds off of them in a cycle kind of thing. I don't know. I am small potatoes compared to everyone out here. I'm just doing my thing, and... Yeah.
To change people's mind politically. He's totally for people changing their minds politically.
Funniest thing part about right was the constant need to bring up old shit that people have apologized for years and they have clearly changed. It's because people have changed doesn't mean others aren't. Self-reflection and growth are at the heart of the progress. Heart of progress.
But only when they change their mind to agree with him. He supports people changing their mind as new information presents itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when it comes to me changing my mind on like 3 things over the course of a decade, that's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously.
I don't want to say the one thing on here, but it's just like... You know what? No, I'm not gonna say it. I am not gonna start that one.
From the ages 23 to 35, yes, your opinions are gonna change a little sometimes.
No way, really?
Like, you probably don't believe the same things you believed like 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago, like, I was in a much better headspace, but I had less freedom to do what I wanted with my life, but I had less responsibilities, like paying my own rent, paying my own bills, etc. But, like... I'm trying to remember where I actually was besides living at home 10 years ago. Like, geez, my brain is... Like I said, my memory is unfortunately starting to fail. And that is an unfortunate side effect. But hey. Getting old, not the best thing, people. So, yeah, like, I don't remember where I was 10 years ago. I'm trying to think. What year would that have been? See, we're in 2026, so that would have been what, 2016? I would have been... I don't know where I would have been. I think I would... No, I was still at the same job. Because I've been doing the same job for like 15 years now. So, okay. My brain is just the memory is, like I said, is not super great anymore.
No, absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a baby and then I lived in the city, and then I was like, man, maybe safety and putting money into the police isn't that bad, you guys. And maybe that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Right, exactly. Like when I was living in like sheltered suburbs, I was like, hey,
Exactly.
the police. And then you live, and then you're an adult with a child and you live in the city, and it's like, oh, actually, no, we need more police.
Never mind.
I just confuse terminally left-right brained people. I always have. Hyper-partisan people absolutely hate me because they can't just like put me into a neat little box and then smash that box with a hammer. Hasan usually can hand wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist. He can't do that with me. He hand waves them away by calling them neocons or neoliberals. He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels. He can't do that with me. So what does he do? He malfunctions and starts calling me emo. Like, okay, man, you got me. Emo is when eyeliner, I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time, like wanting free healthcare but also wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be American citizens. Like, in their mind, like, Denmark doesn't exist, right? They think like, oh, if you think unions are important, you must also
It could also be tunnel vision to a degree too, but hey, that's just me.
be for minors having HRT. Like, no. If you believe in public transportation, you also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like, no. Sorry, no, I don't.
No, that's not how it works. Ugh. If you abolish prisons, you just end up with anarchy unless you're like not gonna have prisons at all. Then you just have a dictatorship at that point.
I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that as like flip-flopping or being a grifter, when to me it's like completely normal common sense stuff. Like, you can't have a country in decay like this. You can't. It will not be fixed by people like Hasan telling young men not to aspire for anything and saying stupid shit like telling people it's cool to steal.
Would you steal from Whole Foods?
I'm pro stealing from big corporations.
Like, what in the
That ain't gonna get you anywhere but jail. Like, yeah, some people have enough money to have the get out of jail free card, air quote unquote, but like, if the average Joe does it, you're either gonna get taken down or worse, because like the world is not a nice place out there sometimes. I'm just saying. Like, you take from the wrong person, it's not gonna go over well. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, even some corporations won't take that kindly either.
LARP
Most
is that?
corporations
Yeah, stealing is
money.
so cool, dude. Let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community, and then that community
gonna
turns
help.
into a crime-ridden, unsafe shithole ghost town and a food desert. Like, yeah, bro, you're really fighting the man. Listen, you can tell people that billionaires are the real enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos isn't the one stabbing them on a train, you know?
True. I will say, for the billionaire aspect here, like, I do feel like some good would come if the countries would actually tax these rich bastards, because, like, you don't need this much wealth unless this wealth is not yours alone and tied to company assets. Then it shouldn't be considered your wealth. I say that with air quotes because, like, it's company assets. It'd be the company stocks and whatnot. I'm not a business person. I took business years and years ago, and this was before we had all this crap, basically. Like, frig, I probably took business almost 30 years ago, it feels like. Shit. But no, like, I don't know, like, the rich don't need to be super rich, because it comes to a point where, like, yeah, most of us, I don't want to quote JonTron here, but it's almost like you cannot understand the amount of wealth these rich people have. Like, it's non-comprehensible to the average person for the most part. It's like, yeah, we can understand the number, but the tangibility of that amount of money, like billions of dollars, for example, is just like, I don't need that kind of money. What am I going to do with that kind of money? The most I would do is probably give most of it away, have just enough to live comfortably off of, and basically give the rest away, because I have no use for it.
You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist, or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of Hasan Piker. You just can't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as, like, incoherent, when to me, his politics are the ones that are incoherent. The video was barely political. My response to him was about his, like, nihilistic mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years, we had to watch the media.
To be fair, I will say, I like Shoes takes on things, even if I don't quite understand the politics of everything. Like, I've tried to steer clear of politics for the majority of my life, at least until I became an adult and doing my own stuff kind of thing, like taxes and everything else. And then as you get older, it kind of just creeps in more and more into your life, and you realize it more and more as you're older because you understand a bit more. Yeah, like I still don't understand everything. I still don't understand left, right, center, or like over here in Canada we have what? The Liberals, the Conservatives, the Green Party, and whatnot. I don't know. It's just kind of like I try to vote for the asshole who the person who I think is the least amount of an asshole, and hope that they'll do a good job. That's basically all I can do, because it still feels like it's like a track and field event when it comes to voting and stuff.
Shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Ooh, he was gonna save young men from the...
I still, to this day, do not know who Joe Rogan is. I know, Shar, where have you been living? A peaceful life. It's a peaceful life. The meme from Rogue One, basically.
Alt-right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left, because, like, Joe Rogan, at least Joe Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and hearing other people's opinions. Hasan does not do that. Hasan closes his ears and goes, la la la, I can't hear you, you're stupid, I'm smart. For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to the Democrats, and I don't know if they're going to the left either. But anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part that, like, was political was the part where I agree with Hasan about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
Very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean.
My point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them, and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
Fair.
Do you want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument the G00n head makes? One that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way.
All I hear from this guy is a bunch of yapping and not actually any information.
Back in 2016.
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. Like, more people are watching. So these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now.
She been picking up, yeah.
People disagree with you now.
Look at me. As an emo girl, 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Wait, 4chan guys want to fap to me? Wait,
he
I thought
jealous?
it was super cool and progressive.
I'm just curious, is he jealous of her because she's getting the attention and he's not?
Have like an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, Hasan.
First of all, I like how you used the word fap.
That's so old, isn't it? It's like gooning now.
Yes,
Come
it's
on.
gooning.
Look
Come
at the
on.
program.
Come on, get with the times. It should have been left in 2016.
The word fap, man, that's like from my high school time. That's basically 20 plus years ago. No, yeah, that would have been like 1999-ish. It was really being thrown around.
Hasan, come on. If this was said by anyone else, he would be calling it misogynistic and sexist, but it's being said by someone with the hive mind approved opinion, so it's okay. It's called dark woke, chud. We decided to become more hypocritical and annoying. You wouldn't get it. If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living, that would be fine, he would support it. But since I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me. It is interesting though how Hasan uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being conquered. You should not be getting feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, Hasan. Not a good look, buddy. And also, bro, you thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of JQ. JQ?
JQ? GQ?
You are on the cover of GQ in a f***ing hot tub. I will put the picture up there as censored as I can, just to shield everyone's eyes.
Like a little rubber ducky on his pee-pee.
You are spread eagle in a magazine. Let me read this to you. Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how Hasan Piker starts each day, working out, shooting the shit. It's Monday, 8:30 a.m.
Well, depending how much Taco Bell you eat, you could be shooting shit.
And we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood, where there's a makeshift private gym with benches, pull-down machines, and dumbbells galore. This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his thirsted after body fit.
What? By the way,
Sure.
written by a male too, and I'm just like, I would have thought it was.
How much was he paid?
I'm pretty sure.
He strips his shirt off. An army of girls and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out.
The socialist, by the way.
Sunlight glistening off the sweat beading on his chest.
Ew.
So when it's women and gays thirsting after you, then it's a good thing. But God forbid straight men find you attractive. This is the dude that has to keep his girlfriend a secret like some kind of K-pop star. So he
I wouldn't say he's attractive. He looks like the everyday Joe. He just looks like a billion other guys. Like, not a billion, but I've seen a bunch of guys with the same look as him. Same build. Like, I don't know what to say. What's going on there? Don't blink.
can like be e-boyfriend for his parasocial female fans. I'm always talking about being married, like when I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm the whore, not the one playing e-boyfriend.
You're covered up. You can make the argument with me. When people say like, oh well, she's just a pair of anime tits on the screen. Okay, fair point. However, Shu doesn't even like have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are like revealing. Like she's very moderate.
People, wait, hold on, sorry. My dad is calling. Wait.
Dad, put me on the phone with him. Hey, we're busy. The left in a MAGA body, bro. That always stuck with me.
A progressive
Isn't that an oxymoron?
mind in a MAGA body. What do they even mean by that?
Being attractive and eating healthy and working out is right wing. What the f are we smoking?
My
For
head
like a good
hurts.
3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make Hasan Piker like the face of progressive masculinity in a bizarre
Why?
attempt to move men to the left. A progressive in a MAGA body, they said. Which,
Okay,
like,
no,
what the
like, I'll be real. A guy who works out all the time is not gonna appeal to the everyday Joe. It's just gonna see him as a lunkhead. I'm sorry to use a fat electrician term from one of the videos we've reacted to, but yeah, like someone who just works at the gym all day, like, okay, good for you, buddy. I don't care, cause like, good for you. Like I said, like you're in shape and all that, but it's just like that's not the look everyone's going for. Maybe if you're doing like a fitness thing or a health thing, like Body Break back in the day, if anyone remembers that, that's gonna date me. Oh god.
did they mean by that? Hey guys, we're not all ugly dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's
Meh.
success on camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is
Debatable.
6 feet 4 inches tall and built like a professional athlete. A square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick dark hair. It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year. They can't turn around and be like, you're not hot.
Beauty and attractiveness is subjective. So no, Mr. Piker, you are not.
Indeed, tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his
Ew.
muscly body in states of undress or thirst
Ew.
traps. as the pictures are known. Some of his fans scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams that travel across the internet, glorifying Mr. Piker's appearance and indirectly his beliefs. That is yet again another mainstream article saying one of the only reasons people watch Hasan is because he's attractive.
How much are these article people paid by certain people, though, to make people sound like they're really good and whatnot? That's what I want to know. Like, how much are you being paid to say this nice stuff? Because, like, most critics for movies and stuff are paid off of either a free showing of the movie before the public or other means of money. It's just like, all right, how much are they paying you, people? Like, if it's just normal wage, then whatever. But if you're actually just getting paid by these people to say these nice things, then it's just kind of like, all right, then your argument's kind of like, I don't know. I can get going on all my rabbit holes of my little crazy head that I have, but I can't. I don't have the time for that. We're not almost done.
And that he uses his appearance and thirst traps to gain a following. So is he like projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he like insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation of being nothing but eye candy? And listen, I'm not delusional, okay? Obviously your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have like half the following I have. You can easily say the same thing for Hasan, but at least I organically collected my simps and didn't have some like astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of like political.
Oh, Shu basically had her hair, you've basically had your eyeliner as your mark, your trademark, basically, and that's more or less it. But the eyeliner helps draw the eye's attention to her eyes, so you actually look at her face as she's talking too. I took photography and camera and other stuff in school, so like I knew a bunch of stuff and old stuff for the hell was it called? Filmmaking, back when it was actually on a film before we transitioned to digital. Yeah, I was still working with film back then.
Sex symbol. Embarrassing.
Guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years older than us, Hasan?
I just like his delivery for that. 30 years old want to fap to me. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years older than us, Hasan?
Yeah. Oh my god, the people that are in my demographic.
And what's so funny is like his little fangirls were coming at me on Twitter like, you're nearly 40 and you dress like a Hot Topic cashier. Like, and Hasan and I are the exact same age. I think we're a month apart in age.
Hasan,
like, look how he dresses. We are literally co-workers at the Hot Topic, okay?
People like G00n are basically a humanoid version of a Reddit aggregator.
Reddit hates me.
Literally 80% of his audience are Redditors. Are we for real right now?
Bro is loved on Reddit. Like, why didn't he say 4chan or Twitter? He's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, he can't even banter or do the jokes correctly.
Unironically, I think this entire rant, this clip, just sounds like if you were just to post the question, what do you think of G00n on r/politics, and then read the comment section?
Yes.
It's just angry Reddit-coded malding. You know the worst part? This is the best thing you could come up with. This is the best you could do.
Jesus Christ. What an unbearable way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from G00n. If you're getting your politics from a person like G00n, you should be embarrassed.
What do you mean, get your politics from?
You gotta get your politics. Whatever. My head hurts.
From G00n. I don't expect my audience to get their politics from.
No, Shu just gives the politics as they happen, basically. Like, we don't get them from her. Like, yes, I do, because I'm not invested in the American political system because I'm Canadian. So, like, we have our own bullshit to deal with up here. So it's kind of like whatever she says or some of the other people I follow and react to, those are how I get my sources for the most part. Because for the most part, I'm not going looking for it because I don't care, like I said, about the politics for the most part. Like I keep repeating, it makes it like a broke record, but unless you can do the job right and do it for the people, I don't give a damn. You're basically just going to be someone else who's going to be greedy and want to line your own pockets. Don't.
me. I expect them to be entertained, to laugh, to think, to engage with the discourse at hand. I don't try to like pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they should do their own research, come to their own conclusion.
I will say it like the TLDR, don't be sheep. Do not just go and agree with someone's opinion just because they're like famous or you follow them, whatever. No. You gotta go out, make your own thoughts, make your own decisions, do your own thinking, like she said. But because if you don't, you're just become mindless sheep, and that's more or less probably what the government wants you to be with all the social media and other crap going on the internet and AI spoon feeding you answers.
I just say my opinions, and people are free to agree or disagree. Hasan, on the other hand, like, really thinks he's some serious political commentator. Bro, you're a Twitch streamer. I'm a YouTuber. But that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.
Then say it.
Say it, pussy. Did he change into a suit because I made fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally see him scanning his chat of domestic terrorists, like Redditor for insults, right?
This is so lazy.
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl.
Maybe he's got
stupid
nothing.
woman. It's like he's fighting his bro like instincts.
He's reverting back to bro tips, Hasan Piker.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This week's bro tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. This is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
All his insults I've already 8-miled him on, because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me. If you were going to G00n for political information, you are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about a million times, like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like, who gives a f? I feel like just takes himself way too seriously. The most popular streamers, every single one that I can name that are at the top with Twitch with Hasan, every single one of them at least like makes jokes about their appearance. Aspen talks about how he's bald and doesn't have any teeth. He leaves himself so exposed to being made fun of, and then he wonders why everybody makes fun of him. Like, just join in. It's part of being a human being.
Honestly, good luck, dude.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wait, Crash, now you like to wipe the drool off his mouth.
Should
He's like frothing.
Frothing at the mouth like a bulldog.
Alright, so then we got
Who's
one of
this
these Hasan
lady?
orbiters. So a former booby streamer. This is Casey Tron.
Oh
I
god.
cannot stand this girl. This shoe-on head girl, pick me woman.
Shoe-on head and her dumb audience.
Her dumb audience of incels. Like,
Wasn't Casey trying? Okay, I don't know the whole gist of it, but wasn't she in a recent like lawsuit thing? I don't know. I don't follow all the news. I just hear things here and there once in a while. They pop on my YouTube feed, and I just don't bother clicking the videos as they play because I can't give a shit.
like, I don't know. It's like shoe-on head. If you like care so much about these incels, go one.
This is such a self-report for being a retarded whore. Like, I love the implication, too, that, like, Casey Tron thinks the only way you can truly care about men is if you have sex with them. Does this thought process just come free with not having a father figure? Do I have to have unresolved daddy issues to comprehend this?
Is that problematic for me to say?
Yes.
No, it's just retarded.
Like, prove you care so much about these incels and their inability to get sex. Go one. Oh, wait, you won't? Because you're just grifting to them? Like, you don't even want to get with them either. But you'll condemn other women for not wanting to who you don't want to Okay.
Go away, lady.
When did I ever condemn women for not wanting to people? What is it? Hat on foot again. Hat on foot making YouTube videos from Earth 2 about how women owe men sex. What?
I would rather be on Earth 2 right now than Earth 1 with these clowns. Not Smug and Shoe. The other two.
It's really fantasizing.
Why is everything sex with these people too? Like everything is sex. sex. You talk about the human desire to like create a family and have a legacy, and they're like, sorry, you can't get laid, incel. Sorry.
All right, so the making out thing is not everything. You gotta have other things in life besides that. Like that's just gonna turn into a crutch, and then it's gonna fuck you up. I'm not saying from experience because I have nothing like that going on in my life. It's just like you can't rely on one thing because they're the reason why humans have the quote-unquote pyramid of needs and whatnot. Or tiers of need. I don't remember. I think it's a pyramid of needs. It's kind of like not the pyramid of food, but it's kind of like emotional, something else. Like, there's stages to it.
You can't get pussy.
Says the chick that sits in her room all day and smokes weed until she's numb.
People. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what are you?
If you look up the dangers of smoking marijuana in like a Kids Dare pamphlet, there's just a picture of Casey Tron's face.
You're happily married and have a child, but because some fat retard on Twitter thinks you're a grifter, you're gonna need to a bunch of random men to prove them wrong. What do you just have to do? Like a weekly raffle? Pull a random inside of how do you verify that one of your
Subscriber
people
number
are
20?
Yeah.
I stand by what I said.
What the hell is
G00n
that?
should be thanking me for giving her and her incel following Said it again award! Said it again award!
Incel! It's like a parrot, man.
What? Incel!
You know Jafar from Disney?
Hasan is Jafar.
No. I'm not doing that. Now you just, Jafar's better than it. Jafar's better. Don't make fun of Jafar or Iago. They're way better than these two.
And like,
Yeah.
sitting on there, she's like, incel. And he's like, good girl. Yes, give it her a
Yeah, here's your cracker.
So once again, people in his chat brought up my video. He has not responded to it. He has not made a single point.
He's just
called
stewing.
me emo, called me irrelevant, but he didn't call me wrong. Notice that.
They never call
you wrong. They call you emo, but they'll never call you wrong.
Did you see what G00n had responded on Twitter? No.
No.
Also, what? Who cares?
You do.
Dude, that laugh is killing me.
Who cares? Bro, the fake laugh. What is going on?
What are you guys talking about, man?
What are you guys talking about?
I can't tell if that's laughter or crying.
Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia.
I'm out here doing the revolution, okay?
Sure.
Like, that's cute, Hasan. That's adorable.
He's not a politician, man. The majority of the people that know your name only ever heard of you because you electrocuted your dog live on stream.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Does he not understand that 95% of
That's the only reason I know of that guy.
his fan base are terminally online Redditors? Like, they don't give a fuck about your rally, bro, in the background over here. They want you to call G00n a Nazi to validate their hatred and their feelings.
Whatever the G00n had said.
Again, no, you're
Like, what the hell is going on? That's like the laugh of the denial.
joking. Stop.
Hasan is pissed because, like, he's finally out doing something in the real world, and the only thing people care about, the only thing people are talking about in regards to him online right now is this. And you know what? To be, like, completely fair, which is something these people would never do for me, this was a better response than his first response. He's basically just like, I don't care, I'm busy doing, like, real things in the real world. Okay, fair enough, understandable, have a nice day. But then... Then he says this.
Oh,
Talk
no.
to me when we got the wiki feed ratings up
What?
for G00n head. Okay, what's her wiki feed looking like?
What?
Okay, what's her
What?
What?
Did I listen to what that woman said? No, absolutely not. Let me know if I can see her feet, though.
What?
What?
Honestly, it would be Giga Chat if it came from anyone funny or likable.
Like, if the chatter didn't even bring it up, why did you bring up WikiFeed?
I know. By the way, if you guys don't know, WikiFeed is a website
No.
where people upload pictures of, like, celebrities' feet. Let's look up
Why?
Hasan's.
No.
No.
Oh my, no way. He's got his bare tootsies online.
Wait! I have a higher feet score than Hasan. Is this what this is about?
He's mad?
He's been foot-mogged.
By the way, never addressed anything you said. Never
No.
even attempted to refute a point
No.
you made. Just starts going on about, like, wiki feet.
If I sold feet pics, if I sold pictures of my feet, would he use this as an insult? No, because he's Mr. Sex Positive, Mr. Sex Work is Real Work, Mr. Brothel Boy.
Yeah. I'm making a difference, unlike Shu and her stupid video. Also, did you know she's stupid?
She's stupid, don't go watch the video. Don't go watch it, guys, she's stupid.
Also, her feet are kind of nice
But,
looking.
like, did you know she went ahead is stupid, but she's got really nice feet? I'm sorry. I am just rolling with it, because...
The craziest part about
Fill
all
out
of
a
this
left
was
field.
after his crash out and like after everyone was making fun of him, he
No.
gets on Twitter and he's like, I've yet to watch any of her content.
Sure. Then how
Excuse
do-
me? So what the f are you?
Okay, if you haven't watched her content, how do you know who she is and what's going on, kind of thing? Like, I don't know anymore. Unless he's just saying it for the sake of saying it, and you know.
Basing all of this on? How am I stupid? How do I change my politics? How am I just an emo girl that men fap to?
Clearly
Either
he
A,
knows.
he's lying and he has seen my content,
Probably.
or B, he's just blindly repeating things he's seen other people say about me.
Also
Either
very
way,
possible.
it's pathetic. He's stuck between like wanting to be above it all. Ugh, I don't even know who that is. I'm out here doing the revolution and wanting to tear me down. But he can't do both. So as it stands right now, what he's saying is that he has literally never heard me speak. He just
Sure.
looked at me and went, woman online must be a whore. Which honestly, not a bad guess.
People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame?
Oh, wait.
Sure.
I find it incredibly ironic that the guy who used chain lightning on his dog live on stream in front of thousands of people and then lied about it and gaslit everybody thinks that anyone else needs to be embarrassed about anything. Like, you've spent your entire f***ing career, the better part of a decade plus, being a political commentator, but the only thing that the majority of the internet knows you for is f***ing zapping your dog for stepping
Yep.
off its 4 square foot cot that you've designated for it. That's your f***ing legacy, Hasan.
Shock my dog, I can't stop. Yeah.
Like, obviously he watched the video and something in it really had him rattled. Like, was it the brothel thing? Was it the clock meme? Because if it was the clock meme, that was a joke, okay? We're the same age, Hasan. It is not too late. This is all not that serious. I just thought it was really funny and everybody was asking for a response video. So there's your response video. I also just want to make it clear that if he responds, I will not be responding back unless it's something absolutely insane that requires a response. I refuse to get caught in the Hasan Piker content loop. I will leave that to the professional Hasan Piker farmers. There are people who have made
Farmers.
diabolical wealth off of farming this guy, okay? I am but a humble culture war farmer. I am but a humble gender war farmer. And my crops are dying.
I hope. Shu, you promised a slop video. We've been waiting. We are starving. We need more slop. Because something keeps coming up and prevents her from putting out new slop videos. Please. For the others. For myself. More slop.
I must get back to them. They're calling him the corniest man alive. The final boss of performative male feminism. The human Brian Griffin. This
Oh,
is like
God.
when like a hot girl has like a video game controller and she's like licking it. She's like,
Yes, or like with the cat ears, the little
Yes.
headset with the cat ears. I love that there's not just one picture, it's 2 in different shots. So like, it's like, dude, can you just take a picture of me like holding it and then like putting it down on my
like
lap,
solemnly
like
looking out the window.
My dog is literally just sitting next to me, staring at me. He knows I'm talking about Hasan. He knows, Kaya, I will save you.
Okay, Alana, thank you for joining me. You made it less painful to watch this shit, okay? I'm glad you were with me for this. Plug your stuff for everybody watching.
Follow me on Twitter, on Smugalana. Follow me on Twitch. I go live 5 days a week. Join my Discord. Lots of really nice people to hang out in there. Absolute pleasure, Kami Mommy. Emo girl with the feet.
Yes. If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. I'm going to start doing live streams for Patreon members only. That should be a lot of fun, and I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye!
No. Yeah, I might. I gotta turn that off. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to see Hasan's face. Okay, definitely at the end of the credits. Would I join her Patreon? Maybe, but it also comes on what time is time zones for her streams, because like that plays a huge factor on who I subscribe to and whatnot. But anyways, guys, you know the drill. Link to the original will be down below. Check out Shu, check out Smug, Smugalana. I've been calling her Smug for short, just because. But yeah, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.